Welcome back to another thing. I'm going to build a wall. It's going to be a tremendous wall with a big, beautiful door. You've heard that over and over again from you-know-who, and you're going to keep hearing it all the way through November. So what are the possibilities of this wall happening, and is it a good thing? To talk more about that, Rupal Parikh Aristumuno, who is an immigration law expert. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me here, Larry.
Is the wall a solution to illegal immigration?
It is not a solution. It is an idea that's been proposed several times over the course of immigration in the United States, and it's never been a solution to anything that's substantial. If we were to build a wall, it's not going to necessarily keep illegal immigration from happening or occurring in the United States.
I remember when Donald Trump announced that he was going to run, when he came down those stairs, the Trump Tower, and had that speech, and the main thing that people took from it, and what he hit harder than anything else, was illegal immigration and this wall, and people have grabbed onto it. That's why he keeps saying it. What's behind that? There must be a frustration in this country about illegal immigration.
I think there is. People have been told that illegal immigrants are taking jobs, they're draining the economy, they're stressing our welfare system, our education system, our social security system, yet they haven't been given the real facts on what illegal immigrants that are in this country actually contribute to our economy. And I'm not proposing that illegal immigration is okay and good and that it should be justified. However, I just feel that, in Donald, in talking about illegal immigration in a way that plays on people's fears, they're playing on the security of this country. But
they do, the whole argument is that they jumped the line, and you would agree that a country has a right to control the immigration to this country. And you would agree that hasn't happened.
I think it's happened to a certain extent, and it does happen every day. I mean, we have many policies in place that allow for legal immigration, but we do have people who are trying to get here, and they come in all sorts of different ways. I mean, it's not just illegal immigrants, right? When we use that terminology, we're thinking of people who have crossed the border, but it also defines people who've come here on work visas, have been given permission to enter the United States to come in and work, and their visa expires. Or student visas, for instance, they come here to study, and for whatever reason, the student visa expires.
The wall would do nothing about those people. But let's talk about the wall for 1 second, because the best argument I heard for the wall, considering the fact that what you said is true, 64% of illegal immigrants to this country overstay visas. The best argument I heard for the wall is a humanitarian effort, because they said the crime rate, especially on the Mexican side, but also on the American side, is sky high because of the drugs that come over the border. And that even if you didn't curtail illegal immigration, you would curtail the drug trade. Is that fair?
I don't necessarily think that's true. I mean, how long have...
The crime statistics are the crime statistics. You can't argue them.
They are, but do you really honestly believe that building a wall is going to keep the drugs out? They're not. They're going to find another way. You can build a wall against, by...
But in those towns, you would eliminate the problem of it all centering on that area and causing the murder rate in some of the towns just south of the border are incredible, the highest in the world.
But, there could be an alternative solution to that, which could be, how about if we provide extra police protection or hire more Border Patrol agents that would allow and what's the word? They could militarize the border.
I've been to the border, and they have military equipment. I've been there, and I've stayed there overnight. They have military equipment, and they have heat sensors, and and the Border Patrol goes, "There's nothing we can do. We're outmanned."
So they would need to hire more Border Patrol.
Is that better, militarizing it, than building a wall?
How is that going to keep the drugs out? How is that going to keep the crime out? Do you really think that the drugs would stay on this side of Mexico, on the southern side? It wouldn't. They would dig tunnels, right? They would fly them over. They would bring them by sea. There's a way to get around a wall.
Although people that live on this side of the border are overwhelming for the wall, because they believe it's going to stop the crime. Whether that's true or not, they believe it's going to start the crime. At this point, though, he's got to build it, right?
He's going to have to build it.
If he becomes president.
Absolutely. how he's going to do that is, you know, anybody's guess. I mean, there needs
Well,
to be
Mexico's going to pay for it.
Right. Right, Mexico's.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Rupal Parikh Aristumuno, who is an immigration law expert and agrees there has to be a wall, but I understand from your reaction, you don't think Mexico will pay for the wall.
Absolutely not.
Another thing continues in a moment with Dawn.